have like an encounter with someone and you're all geared up in the context of that encounter to, I don't know, like to lock horns, to like really stick it to them, to lay it on, and you've got a frame of mind going into an encounter with someone, and you get to that point where it's not what you thought it was, and like the evidence is different, and you get to that place in your heart where you kind of got a decision to make. You can lay down your pride a little bit and understand that what you're dealing with isn't exactly what you thought it was. Or you can put a wall up, stick to your guns, ride it out, and for the sake of your own pride and maybe other people or whatever you got riding on that encounter, that you keep the same mindset. This is exactly what happens for the last question that was ever asked of Jesus from his accusers. This is the final confrontation with the religious authorities of the day. Mark chapter 12, starting in verse 28, a question is asked of Jesus. What's the greatest commandment? What's the number one commandment? And the religious leaders of the day, they're always arguing. And Jesus gives this answer that's just perfect. It's our core 52 text, Mark chapter 12, 28 through verses 31. Jesus gives this perfect, complete answer. And this Pharisee, who's a teacher of the law, he gets it. I mean, he's put up to confronting Jesus, but he totally understands that what's happening here is there's more to Jesus than what he thought. He actually commends Jesus on the answer that Jesus gives. You talk about taking a risk. You're sent in there to fight Jesus, and you end up kind of applauding him for what's a good answer. You see, if he was really a student of the word, he would have remembered this verse, Psalm 52, verses 16 and 17. For you will not delight in sacrifice, or I would give it. You will not be pleased with the burnt offering. The sacrifices of God are a broken spirit, a broken and contrite heart, O God, you will not despise. God calls us to have these hearts that are just full of love. That's what we've talked about this week at Generations on Main Stage. Loving God, loving people. Love is the greatest commandment. And so our church is actually embarking on something that's really big for us. We are having a Bring Your Friend weekend. Bring a friend to church. Bring someone that you've never invited. Matter of fact, I hope it's someone that you've never asked. If you've been asking one person and it has not worked out, get someone brand new. This is going to take a lot of work. If everyone brings a friend, we're going to have to do double what we do every single weekend, but we're going to have the opportunity to do this. Let people hear about Jesus. How can people know who Jesus Christ is and accept him, connect to Jesus, unless they hear? So you have an opportunity to truly love someone by inviting them to church November 24th. This is the weekend before Thanksgiving. It's after Halloween, where maybe you've met some of the neighbors on your street and you've had an opportunity to plant a relational seed. It's 6 weeks from this Sunday, and we will be talking every single week about this very important Bring a Friend Sunday, November 24th, because you know someone that I don't know that needs to hear. And if we are really going to obey the first commandment, the most important commandment, the greatest commandment, loving God and loving people, then we will tell people the most important news that we have, that Jesus Christ is the Son of the living God. And there is no way to connect to God but through Jesus. Start praying now about who God is laying on your heart to invite to bring a friend